Hi, I'm Natalie with Eminence Organic Skincare and welcome back to In the Mix. Well, today's special because it's all about wellness, and you've probably seen me do some wellness videos before, especially when it was to self-care. And we did a beautiful lymphatic drainage treatment that you can do at home. So if you haven't seen that one, please go and look for it, and you can do that as well to incorporate to what we're going to talk about today. So wellness is really just about yourself, right? Taking good care, self-care, relaxation, being calm. And when we can do that for our whole body, you get a really good side effect, meaning that actually all the facial muscles will also relax, which will like soften your fine lines and wrinkles and just overall create more balance and comfort and ease to the skin. And it also helps your products work a little bit better for you. So the more relaxed you are, the better it is. So any of you have had a chance to experience a professional treatment, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because as an esthetician, and when we're providing that service, we do a lot of calming relaxation and getting the body down to a good calm state while we're working. So this is something that you can also incorporate in your own home care routine, not only for your face, but today I really want to show you a little bit how you can actually relax the whole head by doing a bit of a scalp treatment to help generate a little bit of circulation and also just to calm and to soothe those muscles, really creating a beautiful environment for wellness. And at the same time, what other products could you be incorporating in your other activity routines for wellness at home? So some of you might be doing things like yoga, right? So you can pull out a mat and you can relax at home and do some movements. But in yoga, you're not really doing a lot on the face, or your face isn't in a position that you can't put a product on. So if you want, you can always do some like pre-care, you can do some during activity care and post-care when you're thinking about your wellness exercises or routines at home. So just we're going to use yoga as an example today, because many of us do this practice for strengthening, for relaxation, and just overall really great circulation. So while we're doing those activities, we might as well do like a little micro or mini treatment for ourselves to enhance that wellness that we're receiving. So first of all, you can always start with a great cleanser before you begin. I love using our Stone Crop cleansing oil, very easy to use. You can tissue it off if you like to. There's also the 3-in-1 rice cleansing milk, which is super easy. It's like you can put on a cotton round and wipe and go, so you can prep your skin that way very simply. Then of course you can reach for a beautiful tonic, and I know most of you know which one I'm probably going to pull out is our beautiful Stone Crop Hydrating Mist. Aromatically beautiful, really nice way to begin and get that aromatherapy type of effect going on to start the relaxation. Great for all skin types, of course. And you may not have even thought about this, but why not put a mask on? I mean, you could easily place a mask on your skin, and as it's setting and as it's absorbing into the skin, you can still go ahead and do your activities. I wouldn't say go jump on the treadmill and do any like intensifying cardio activity, but definitely if there's slow, more fluid movements such we do in yoga or meditation, some of you might be thinking about doing meditation, you can grab a mask, and we have our gorgeous bamboo age corrective mask. I love this one because it's creamy, but it's a little richer. So it can stay on the skin and it won't dry. So you can definitely allow it to sit in for a longer period of time and still get a lot of benefit. So even if you're doing a routine for 20 minutes up to 30 minutes, you can definitely keep that on, or even as a short little pick-me-up for 10 minutes is fine. Very little water is needed. So you can even just apply almost like you would a moisturizer. So you put it on, apply it, do your routine, and then at the end of it, you would remove. And then part of the, I guess, after the removal process, you would then do your finishing treatments as you finish your wellness activity of your choice. You could go back to using one of the toners, the hydrating mist or the chamomile soothing tonic, and then you could finish with your favorite moisturizer. I've pulled out the Calm Skin Chamomile moisturizer here just because it's very, well, follows the theme, calming, right, and soothing to the skin. And if you want to enhance your wellness even further, as I mentioned at the very beginning, you could incorporate your own lymphatic facial massage to extend that wellness routine of yours. And I've got the Camellia Glow Solid Face Oil here. I just love it. I love the staying power. I like how it goes on, but by all means, you're welcome to use any of our beautiful facial oils to do that for yourself. So please, go back and take a look through our channel offerings and see that beautiful lymphatic drainage massage you can do for yourself at home. So to follow that theme, as I promised, I wanted to show you a couple of techniques that you can actually do for the scalp area, because what we do know is that high tension in your shoulders and your neck can pull all the way across to the top of your head, which can add the extra stressors, which will influence our frown lines in the front, of course, and then the squinting effect that we have with all that tension. We kind of make this like squinty face. So we want to relax all that head muscle in the back and the shoulders area so that it soothes everything down. It also becomes a really good anti-aging treatment for your own skin. So we can incorporate these beautiful treatments. Now, what would you use for this? You got a couple of options. You can use dry hands, totally fine. You can use your wet hair, and this is even something that you could do in the shower if you wanted to, but also to think about what are some nourishing treatments that you can add that are going to be beneficial for the scalp area and even the hair. So I have two products here I wanted to bring up. We have a Wildflower Ultralight Oil, and this one is actually beautiful just to silk onto the hair every day if you like hair oils, but it is lightweight, it dries non-greasy, which I love. So if you are an oilier scalp, okay, you tend to be a little on the oilier side, this would be the one that I would reach for. But what if you have a drier scalp and you're looking for more of a deeper treatment? We have our beautiful apricot body oil. I know it says it's a body oil, but your head is part of your body, but definitely you can use this as well. Be mindful though that the oils used in the apricot body oil are more dense. They're a richer oil combination, so a little does go a very long way, so please be mindful there. But definitely for today, because I have a little bit more of an oilier scalp, I'm going to be using this one, and it's basically, I love this one. It's like taking a trip to Hungary, using all of its classic herb and flower blends. So I really enjoy this one a lot. So again, I guess that's another tip. If you prefer like a more gentle, soft floral scent, you'll really love this one. And if you want something a bit on the sweeter, more fruity, then you can go for the apricot. So even if it's just on scent profile alone, you have some options. And what we're going to do is we're first going to start by incorporating a bit of the oil into the palm of my hands, and then I'm going to start from the base of my neck, and then I'm going to move up the scalp and then across the top and the sides. Okay, so what the movements are going to look like are more I don't know, I'm trying to give you an idea of pressure from here, but our head can handle a lot of pressure. And you may even just want to think back to your experiences that you've already had with scalp massage and use the pressure that is the most comfortable for you. The key here is to get some traction. You want to have the ability to do those motions, like circular motions, and you want to be able to generate some circulation because we want to bring up that blood flow. Really good because, good circulation is good overall health of the body, and also to really maybe stimulate that hair follicle a little bit. So that's always good too. So basically you don't need a lot, literally one pump, okay? So you don't need to be over the top, just enough to get the hands nice and covered. I love to make sure my whole hand is covered so I get the benefit, not just on my fingertips, but I will end up using most of my whole hand around my head because it totally fits. And I always like to say, take a moment and really appreciate that your hands are pretty amazing. They actually really contour almost everything. They will work your forehead, top of your head, around the whole side, even the base of your neck, and even your own shoulders. So it's not just about the tips of your fingers and the whole finger itself. It's about using the whole hand and taking advantage of the tool you were born with. So what I would do is warm it up nicely, and you can start just with a grip like this behind your head. And you want to come up the side, and that grip, this is also really nice, is that you can even do this when you're sitting down, working at your computer during the day, is I'm using my palms, okay, you can see here, to do a little bit of squeeze. So I'm giving myself a nice little bit of a squeeze, push in, breathe in, and relax. So what you're doing here now, we're getting that nice, we're trying to trick that muscle to relax. So we get tight, relax. I love working in threes. My favorite is rhythm of 3. So by all means, you can pick your rhythm. That's just mine. out, and that's a great place to begin. So you want to get that moving, and I've released that tension already. I can feel the softening of that tension that I have in my neck, and it's already reaching down to my shoulders. So that is a good start. From here, I'm going to take my fingertips, I'm going to go around now. So not right at the back of my head, I'm going along the side. So I'm going to end up gripping on the inside, but my fingers aren't going to cross, okay? They're going to just go tip to tip. And when I'm here, I'm going to do these awesome little circular motions with just my fingertips. So I can get that almost like you're scratching your head, but you're going to be doing it in circles. So you come right here, and you can even start right at that temple and do that perfect push back. Who doesn't love that kind of pressure? All the way, okay, till my fingertips meet, and then I'm bringing that circulation and circles forward. Now, as heavy as a pressure as you can handle. I like it pretty firm, and moving the hair follicles, like get blood flow there. Really nice. So from that movement, so far we've done the base of the head, come up the side, we're working in that middle, and I can draw my hand. So I first start here, circle, 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 bring it down a little bit, again, until I can exit off. So that's what I had done. So we shoot up the side, do little circles. Oh, I'll keep doing this all day. And then again in that midpoint, and then you can come out. Now, we've done the back, we've done kind of that mid back. Now I want to go closer to the top of my head. You have two entry points here. You can either just come right from that temple again up straight on top of the head like this, or what I like to do, because it also does a little bit of frontalis, or this part of my facial massage as well to help lift up my brow, is I like to take my fingertips from here, and I'm going to press all the way through. So we're going to go from here all the way, and then do that turn, and then work here. So I'm starting right at that center, and then I'm going to move down, hit that about side point. Oh, this is so good. And then again here at that temple. Now, magic spot. See your thumbs kind of like hang out over here? What are you going to do with it? Find that right behind the bone here of the ear, right in here. Don't push too hard, but find that little, there's this perfect little pocket for your thumb. So when you're in this part, you can also use that as a great pressure point behind, really releasing a lot of that tension that sits behind our ears. So good. And then you can just pull through. Nice thing about these oils is that even I can use it on my hair. My favorite tip that I ever learned about hair and it tips your ends with oils is you twist. If you do a twist, you'll get all the little ends of your hair as well, really giving it the extra nourishment that they're looking for. So the great thing about incorporating these additional little small techniques in your home care routine is that not only is it relaxing, but it's also giving you extended benefits for anti-aging for the face, but just overall good hair health if you're looking for that. So I really hope you enjoyed this beautiful little session and that you were able to follow along and hopefully do it yourself. We'd love to hear about your own experience doing this fabulous treatment at home. And I guess that's all there is to say today. So I'm Natalie with Eminence Organic Skincare for another In the Mix. And of course, if you want to see more of these, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.